Так, мы, соответственно, продолжаем прохождение Mass Effect Andromeda.
Where is everybody?
Да, соответственно, предыдущее видео слетело. И, соответственно, сейчас все объясню, короче, у нас погиб отец. Мы там захватили пришельцев, которые на нас напали. Не знаю, произошло какая-то, блин, ошибка ёбнутая, блядь. Просто пиздец, все видео слетело, я постараюсь сделать ролики, короче, покороче.
Well, this can't be right.
Да?
It's like everything's on
Все
standby.
было получше.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good
Да,
job
мы,
of it.
соответственно, прибыли на Nexus, это вот что-то вроде цитадели из предыдущих частей, где должны были жить колонисты. Вот,
Plants are still alive.
нам объяснила о том, что, соответственно, все вот это срулили. Да, то есть это
It's
не то,
like
что
they
срулили, а
didn't
то,
finish
что
building it.
отсюда должны были отправляться, соответственно,
There's a guy.
колонисты.
Maybe he's got champagne.
О, нашли какого-то строителя.
Hi there.
Какой-то, по-любому, да? А, нет.
We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
Что-то, в общем, тут произошло.
This is the Nexus,
Прибыл,
right?
короче, никого нет.
Pretty sure
В
we
общем, у нас
parked in the right
этот
place.
шифровал сигнал наш,
And for what it's worth,
который
your
сколько
VI over
компания
there could use an
построила.
update.
И, соответственно,
Of course,
применили его,
I'm sorry.
прихватили с бурей.
It's just
Но,
we
соответственно,
thought
нас
you were all
сдуло.
dead,
What?
or captured, or lost in dark space, or. But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
На
I
Nexus
don't
тоже
believe
что-то случилось. Это Nexus, короче, называется.
I'm Tyrion Candros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Scott Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Ну, соответственно, нас приняли за очередной сбой. Ну вот. Но мы действительно
Well, I've got a
здесь.
shipload of people that says we're here.
Of course, it's just you're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking. You've been stranded for a whole year? Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we called them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
А, мы, соответственно,
No
приняли
word from the
как
other
спасителей.
Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period. Any threats from the
Больше
locals?
новостей нет ни от кого.
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack. We're here.
То есть они
You
вообще
guys
не
go
знают
ahead.
о том, что
I'll check out the
происходит.
security situation.
Этот корабль должен быть стать
You should
местом,
know our
да,
command structure has been
с
fractured.
которого нас должны были рассылать,
Some of us are
чтобы
filling in for
управление
leaders who died.
этим другим убежищем, жилищем. Да, мы сейчас только что с одного
They said
вернулись.
drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Нас, походу, уже никто не ждет.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Конечно, мы хотим помочь.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead.
Погиб.
He made me his successor.
А, еще нам в голову влез комп.
Alec
Сэм.
is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
Короче, они ждали нас как
We need to
спасителей.
find more resources. But that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
My father believed I am. If you trusted him with a job, you'll have to trust his judgment.
Он никак
Your
не
father
знал.
won't be around to fix things if you fail.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nakmor Kesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Тёлочку захотел.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Спасибо.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance
Ma'am,
to
the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something.
Ладно, еще мощный какой-то был.
An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out,
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
И чё, мы сейчас, короче, будем бегать, да, по Нексусу, как горело. Да, давайте глянем в журнал. Поговорить с директором Таном нам необходимо. Все понятно, мы поняли. Дополнительные задачи. Освоиться на Нексусе, поговорить с Таном, с Кэш, с Кондорусом, с Эдисоном. Короче, со всеми надо поболтать. Пора у нас получила. Чё не получилось? Лиам. Тоже ничего. А чё они мне тогда хотят-то? Урон 38. Хищника. Разобрать. Винтовка у нас только одна, Мститель. Дробовиков нет в ближнем бою. Резотроны какие-то. Модификации на дробовик. Да, то, что у нас есть. На снайперскую винтовку у нас пока тоже нету ничего. Соответственно, в ходе своего испытания огнем жилищ 7 вы, решив, что встречные чужаки представляют угрозу, дали им отпор, защищая Фиш, расследование планетной лаборатории, нашли пещеру полную растительной жизни, пережившей золотой век планеты, вызвали Нигира из плена, сомневаясь в том, что можете стать первопроходцем. А, это типа итог, да? Соответственно, скорбим по отцу. Это все, короче, будет записываться, да? Нам необходимо восстанавливать Nexus. Соответственно, это все читать мы запаримся, короче. Кроганы, ну тоже, соответственно, воинственная ранца всем давно должна быть понятно. То же самое с соларинцами, мы их всех помним, да, по старым этим. Как бы, да, все есть в свободном доступе. Если кто-то хочет что-то почитать, то, пожалуйста, милости просим. Ну вот, всех как бы помним. И мы еще предметы. А, еще броня. Короче, у нас все то, что есть, это с инициативы нам досталось. Есть у нас зажигательные патроны, конденсаторы щита, криопатроны у нас есть. Скиталец. Есть чертежи, а что с ним делать-то? Ну, соответственно, мы находим минералы. То есть это все можно продать, да, типа? Пионер. Что это такое? И нам, короче, вот, да, показывают, что, чего нам не хватает на эту всю хрень. Ну что, давайте потрындим.
No, it isn't what we wanted. All right, what happened?
Что
To
случилось?
who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Что с отцом случилось?
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends?
Короче, он всех
Or-
увел за собой.
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking.
Нет, ты не
Or
моя
his
мама.
friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. And here we are, idling.
Ну давай.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal.
Вообще, короче, ничего не мог.
Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Короче,
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Она тоже не хочет.
Ryder?
Управлял.
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead.
Нечего зрать.
Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Так, ладно, с Эдисоном мы потрындели.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Валим дальше.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on
Так, у
hold
нас
until
кто там?
power coupling is complete.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here, Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't...
Сканируют, короче, какие-то панели. Ни хрена он нам тут панелей наводовал.
Find out why. Be careful.
This is a nightmare.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
What am I going to do?
Да, короче,
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Понял. Версия была выполнена дистанционно.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Мы, короче, ищем источник сигнала. Мы сюда приперлись.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Так, эта хрень куда наверх вообще ведет.
Alright, moving on. Docking clamps?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Yes. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Миллион преступников снабжает нас энергией, так что с командой можем больше успеть.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet.
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, my clan were supposed to settle matters and in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we... Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended it was a mess. But I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used. It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we...
And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little... That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance... Yeah. It's still early, but beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and... I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering. Good luck out.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Так, саботаж мы, короче, пока отключили. Давайте с ним потрендим сначала. Да, задание тут просто вообще тьма тьмущая будет. Совсем нужно потрендеть.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous... You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr...
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field.
You are always well.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think?
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Да, просто все персонажи тьма тьмущая.
I know that look. The others bent your ear.
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't... Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and... Look,
what's the word of the Turian?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being
the good one?
Then my sister became a sculptor, but I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen... But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when they penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone...
That sounds...
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
What do you know about the enemy?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't...
Why?
I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
In fact, our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kendra.
You and me.
Там у нас были ученые. Кто у нас еще остался? Так, журнал. Еще раз с Таном нужно поговорить, и мы закончим это задание.
Writer, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express...
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key... I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted. Did you have some other business?
Any more information you can give me?
No. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arc, managing all of their biological needs...
That's all.
Of course.
Engineering reports.
Все, короче, мы выполнили задание освоиться на Нексусе, да? Давайте как бы на этом закончим. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Простите, что да, предыдущее видео просралось. Мы как бы обновили систему, да? Все стало намного мощнее. Возможно, что-то, блин, с этим было связано. Еще не стабилизировано. Дальше мы продолжим, да? То есть мы оказались в жопе на Нексусе, где, соответственно, произошло восстание. То есть часть колонистов поделилась и куда-то наебила, не знаю, как выразиться, короче, съебалась часть. Поэтому всем спасибо. До новых встреч.